A lot has changed at Gillingham since our last game at Bromley. We've got John Coleman in charge and we've got two new signings in Agbenone and Kumbeni. It's all changed here at Gillingham. Will we get the new manager bounce? Let's find out on German Gills. Not from distance, it's not. Welcome to the German Gills show. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every set of today's game against Doncaster Rovers. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills show. Any Doncaster fans here, thank you very much for stopping by also. I want to give a big thank you to our sponsors, C&A Building Products. And if you have any building projects going on at the moment, these are your guys to go to with all of their materials on their website, which you can find in the description down below. And if you have a Gills season ticket holder at checkout, you can get 10% off your order. Right, let's head over to Adam Wesgate. Adam, a lot of things have changed at Gillingham over the last few weeks. We've got a new manager and two new players in. Are we going to get that manager bounce today?
Well, good afternoon, everyone at home. I would say heart says yes, and head is split mostly between yes, but Doncaster are a playoff team, so it has to be said we have to take it very cautiously. John Coleman, different appointment. If you're going to make the change, that's the way to go, I feel. 6 months, he's got, well, half a season, and he needs about 12 to 13 wins to get in the playoffs, and that's got to be the aim. I don't expect it because it's difficult, but I don't think it's impossible with what we've got, and we've bought well so far. The Crystal Palace guy, he's playing today. The Bolton Wanderers player we bought, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce their names yet. He can't play today, but we shall see him soon. I think they're both positive purchases. I think we're going in the right direction in terms of recruitment. I mean, Joe Compass alluded to the fact that we are trying to do things differently, and with contracts running out, that will change. Hard to say what we're going to do today. It is one game at the end of the day. Hard to say what we're going to do over this half of the season. We're jumping into the unknown, but Coleman has worked with a lot less for a long time and gotten good results. So I'm going to go 1-0 Gills. I'm going to be optimistic. Oh, here we go. Wesgate Gills.
And of course, we've got the German Gills fan zone. Fans have been reaching out to the show about our game this afternoon against Doncaster, and here's what they have to say.
Good evening, Reece. Oscar here. Gills v Doncaster today should be a good game. Last time 2-2 draw. John Coleman's first game with the two new signings. We should win, hopefully. Donny is 7th, we're 14th. I'm going to say 2-0 Gills win. Wesgate Gills.
Morning, Reece. Big day today. It's the start of the Coleman era. I'm expecting big things today. I'm expecting a 3-0 Gills win. Who's going to score? Your guess is as good as mine. Let's make Gills great again. Wesgate Gills.
Hello, Reece. Well, it's been a while. We've said that quite a lot recently, really, because I think the 2-game postpone was pretty good, to be honest. We needed postpone, otherwise we would have lost by a thrashing though in Gillingham. Well, the last game, Bromley, I was fuming with us. Bonner, I think it's good he's gone. We can now hope for a new good with this manager till the end of the season. 23 games we've got till we to try and get promoted to the playoffs. Today I'm going to go for a 2-1 Gills victory. Come on, Gills. New manager's first game win. Come on.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Wesgate Gills! So, we're about to get underway here at Priestfield Stadium. It's been a while already, it seems, as we zoom into the into the rain of in whilst the last waltz is sung. Big shout out to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. A link to their website can be found in the description down below. And yeah, it's a new era now. It's another new era, I probably should say, with John Coleman in charge. We made 2 signings, 1 loan, 1 permanent very recently. Seems like a very nice feeling around the club at the moment. Can we get that new manager bounce? Let's find out. The ball down this right-hand side, and Agbenone, he's got the ball at his feet. He's done really well to get a little bit of space to cut inside. Can have an impact straight away as he runs towards goal. Surely he's overtouched that. It does take a shot, and it's a tackle. And Gills have got themselves a corner. What a fantastic, energetic run that is from Agbenone. Really, really good, and really showing what we've been missing in this team. A little bit of direction, a little bit of pace, and a little bit of injection running forward and running at players. It was a very tough challenge, I think, in the end by, was it Jay McGrath? I didn't quite see who that was, but regardless, very, very good attacking early play from Gillingham. Doncaster got a free kick in a very dangerous position. It was Marnie Little made the tackle, but it was all made by OG, who just basically got the ball caught his feet when he should have just cleared it. And it is Sterry standing on the ball, takes the shot and straight into the hands of Glenn Morris. My goodness me. We're 7 minutes in and already there's been a lot going on. I mean, Gills have had a couple of attacks themselves that really come to naught, really from corners, and then this free kick from Doncaster. At the moment, it's a pretty open game. Gills got a free kick over the far left-hand side. Can we make an attack of this? And Nolan puts it into the box. A great towards, headed towards goal. It should be Max Eamer, I think, going on there. But it's a shot by Jalen Clark. Another block as well. Great attacking attempt from Gillingham. And arguably, I think that was Max Eamer who had the space in the penalty box. Should be doing better with his head there. But Sherman Lowe did make the save. He's about to pick up the ball as well. And I've got to say, it's much better football from Gillingham that we've seen the last 3 games. And it looks like we, arguably should have been 1 ahead already. But Max, I think it was Max Eamer should be doing a lot better there. Still 0-0. Just got a free kick in a very dangerous position over his left-hand side. It was good build-up play from Gillingham to eventually to win the free kick. It was a Money Little that was tackled on that byline. It's been delivered by Nolan. Can we get a good ball to the box? It's not bad, and it's headed down. Can Gills get the shot? It's going to be Clark who takes the shot. He does. It's blocked one more time. He took his time with it. It's going to be Little as well on his right foot to put it back into the box. Anyone there to head flick it over, but it's headed back away by McGrath and headed down by Cumberland. Gills going to get a space to take a shot. McKenzie's going to try and get his foot through, and it's a massive scramble in the box, and a shot by McKenzie again. And also Agbinone's handball shouts. It's absolutely chaos at the moment. But Gills are the team that's looking like to score at the moment. My goodness me. Wow. Oh, and Gills are on the ball back. A terrible slip by James Battle. Puts in the box, and we should be doing better there. But again, I've got to say one thing that's really, I can really see a big change. Everyone seems to be up for it. And Gillingham are making Doncaster, force them into mistakes. I know that was a slip on the graph by Maxwell, but Doncaster trying to play it out the back. And all we're doing is just putting this pressure on. And that is something we really haven't seen to that intensity for a long time. Everyone really is giving 110% at the moment. Or was a head back there by Little, and it's put through Luke Molyneux, and this could be a chance for Doncaster, who put it in the back of the net and completely against the run of play. And sadly for Little, it's just a head back to the goalkeeper that is just weak, and it's just too far out. You don't put a header that far back, and all that high pressure and all that hard work Gillingham had done in this half to try and get in front, had all the possession as well, and all these shots, unfortunately has been undone and means absolutely nothing, because the most important scoreline up there is Gillingham 0, Doncaster 1, and it is an unfortunate error from Little, but it was a decent finish from Luke Molyneux. He managed to find the top left-hand corner one-on-one with Glenn Morris. So watch it one more time, and I got to say, Little, unfortunately, that is a really poor decision. And there's been a couple of bad decisions here and there and poor plays, but for the most part, we've actually had a lot of energy going forward. And it's just one of these situations where a bad error ends up in a goal against us. But what's going to be more important now is, do we have the character to get back into a game like this? Because historically, this has not been a Gillingham team that does that. But we will find out. It is Gillingham 0, Doncaster Rovers 1. Doncaster the ball on the right-hand side, put it straight into the box, looking to double their lead. It's just cleared away in the end by McKenzie, but Gills just do manage to get possession and hopefully get this ball away through Jalen Clark. Can we get an attack or some counter on the left-hand side as Nolan picks up? He's got Agbenone on the inside, and Nevitt is running in there, but we know he can run at players, Agbenone. He's got Jalen Clark as well over on the pass. He's done well there to beat his man. Don't overplay it. Do something smart. Maybe score, take a shot. He does, and it goes over the bar. I have to say, he's a very exciting player to watch, and this is the kind of player that Gillingham are yearning for. Someone that can make a difference, a bit like what Hurtado did for his very short spell here last season. You know, these type of Gillingham we have not had in what seems like a very long time. Granted, I think Agbenone did overplay it a little bit here, and as a result did kind of sky his shot, but that is the potential of this player, and hopefully it can really be a game changer moving forward. The ball over the top here, and Doncaster through. Gills got to be careful. There's going to be a second for Doncaster, and it's gone over the bar, and Doncaster should have scored 2 goals. My goodness, that Billy Sharp as well. We know he's 38 years old. He knows who the goal is, and he'll be gutted with himself there that he hasn't put it in the back of the net. And it is, I have to say, a lovely through ball. And Gills have really got away with one there, and it's an open net. Billy Sharp should put that in the back of the net, and Doncaster should be 2-0 up. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Gillingham 0, Doncaster Rovers 1. And on the line, we've got Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
So, we're 1-0 down. Is that deserved? Have you seen the game so far?
I mean, yes, it is deserved because we seem to have a mistake in us. But really, if we weren't doing these silly things, this would. We're probably slightly better, but a draw would be fair at this point. Except it's not because we've gifted them 3 opportunities. So, oh goodness.
But for me, I don't know what you think, but like I don't know about the formation, but I've noticed that Nevitt seems a little less isolated than normal. We had a bit of intensity going forward, but it sort of resulted in nothing, and it's the same old story essentially.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've had obviously problems scoring for this. This dates back to Steve Evans last year in League One. As far as that, I don't think we've had a good goal scoring season at all. But we're trying to play with wing backs that are pushing further forward. I think that's helping, and it also helps the 2 players sort of either side of Nevitt actually help him out more. So I do think they're positives. We're still not producing enough up front though. But it's just we've got a mistake in us. If we could cut that out, I think we'd be drawing, which is. At this point, we're just trying to steady the ship.
No, 100%. But do you see us getting back into this in the second half?
I think there's a chance. I think it seems pretty apparent that Coleman's trying to actually attack. So I think he'll make some changes if it's not working after 60 to 70 minutes. I would have thought. I'd hope after an hour, but we'll see. I mean, do you know what I mean? You could see what he's trying to do, but there clearly are deep problems because I really don't actually think we're that terrible. But there's just problems.
Yeah, there absolutely is. Well, hopefully we can try and get something from this second half and we'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
So we're about to get underway here for the second half. Big shout out to our other sponsor, Viper Golf. And they make fantastic golf shirts, footballing golf shirts. And if you go to the website, the link in the description, you can use the code GT5 at checkout and get £5 off your order. Right, let's see if we can get back into this game and try and get some points from it. There's good work by Little, who's managed to get the ball to centre park and put Jaden Clark through on this right-hand side. Is he going to be pinged for offside? He isn't. He's onside, actually. It's got Abing. Oh, and it's just... Agbinone is just... I'm almost lost for words, actually. We get into really dangerous positions and we just seem to not have any confidence to put a shot on target or do something with it. It's a good ball through from Little, and it's a good run from Jaden Clark, who was unsure whether it was onside or not, and I think he just committed to that ball with a bit more confidence. He might have found that the decent ball, because that's a really challenging ball for Agbinone to try and get his foot over and get on target. But again, it's another attack for that sort of comes to nothing. Doncaster freak on this left-hand side. They're going to put this one straight into the box. So like I say, if they get a second, I think it's going to be curtains for Gillingham today. He's taking their time to take this one. Luke Montague puts it into the box. He's gone quite deep, and Gills have got to be careful as Morris comes out to collect it. It's bouncing around and just goes over the bar, and Morris was a little bit unconfident there to collect the ball. He's claiming that it's been knocked out of his hands. But sad to say, Morris should be doing a little bit better keeping that ball close to him with a stronger body. It's good work by Doncaster, who puts the ball into the box. Luke Molyneux headed back across very well by Bailey, and it's good work by Doncaster and good work by Jay McGrath to put the pressure on Morris. Unfortunately for Doncaster, unfortunately for Gills, it turned into nothing. Gills got a free kick right on the halfway line. They're going to chip this one into the mixer, or over to the left-hand side, actually, for McKenzie, who's headed it into the mixer. Good Gills find a little bit of space to make something happen. It's up and over, cleared by Doncaster. Nevitt trying to get this ball down. Agbinone's at the ball. He takes the shot, and it's a decent enough save by Sharman Lowe. We've actually got a shot on target and made the keeper actually do something of merit this half so far. And it's Agbinone has managed to do that, but it's a relatively simple save for him to make. Still 1-0 Doncaster. Was a good ball on that right-hand side by Sterry as Doncaster look to get a second in this game. And my goodness me, Doncaster might actually do it as Sterry puts across the box, and it's Molyneux going to try and take the shot. He might find the space to do it. He's passing it around. It's blocked. It just shot towards goal, and it was blocked by Aimer, I think, in the end. I'd like to think that Morris would have had that cover, but again, it's Doncaster are managing to find space in the box to get shots in the way, and Gillingham are not doing this, and this is a real cause for concern. I have to say, Gillingham had a lot more possession in the second half, well, sort of midway through this second half, but when Doncaster get in the box, they genuinely look like a team that can find a bit of space to get a shot on target. I mean, he sold 2 players there, Molyneux, and eventually it was Clifton who got the shot away with his left foot, but blocked by Aimer, and it does go out for a corner, but we're not seeing much from that from Gillingham at the moment. It's really poor from Nolan. Just giving the ball away to Molyneux. It's a really poor showing from Gillingham at the moment. I just don't know what's happening. No one is playing at their best, and it's just really poor work. As Owen Bailey, the captain, goes in to try and get a bit of space to take the shot, he gets it over on the left-hand side. And it's just no one is... Oh, it's really good work for Doncaster as they look to get their second goal. It's going to be probably happen now. It's cleared by OG. I'm going to put this in the highlight reel just to show how poor Gillingham are playing at the moment. It is an absolute... collapse of quality. It really is. And that wasn't the first missed pass from Nolan that he's had in the last 2 minutes, actually. But that's really good directive. I think that's James Maxwell has managed to do that. He's taken on a couple of players, a little bit of an injection. And good job OG managed to clear that out, but it is not good at the moment. On his left-hand side, taken by OG, launched it into the box. Can we get something here? It's headed away by Donny. It's going to go all the way back to Ogie. He's got the skills to get past that and pull it into the box and do something with it. He's certainly got the strength, but he's done well. They need to put it into the back post. Is anyone there to head it towards goal? But is anyone to follow it up? No one wants it more than Bailey, the captain of Doncaster, who manages to clear it. My goodness me, it's just so poor from Gillingham in the attacking sense at the moment as it goes straight back to the box, headed again away by Doncaster. We'll keep the attack going at the moment, but it is really frustrating from a Gillingham perspective. Ogie again, he picks up the ball, gets it inside to Little, is going to chip it into the box, and that again, what are you... Oh dear, okay, looks like actually no, the ball is still in play, come on. This is rubbish, really, really poor. Surely you're meant to be playing for a new manager when he comes through the door, and no one out there is giving it their best shot at the moment. It's just the same old rubbish as we've seen before. I'm sorry to say. Gills trying to find a way through. It's not by a little, headed by easily again by Olowu. But Gills have picked it up with Coleman. He's got on the right-hand side Nolan to hit, who does pick up the ball. He's in the cut on his left-hand side. No, he does his man on his right-hand side. He puts the right one in the box. And it's a shot at the end by Bode. But finally, something's happened, and it's come from Bode. Someone's actually managed to get on the end of a cross this game. It's just... Like, we need more of that. We need more of that in our football on our football team. We're just not having it, though. Like, that is such a rare occurrence at the moment. It's a good bit of work from Bode to athleticism to get around and kick that ball and to put it somewhere towards the goal. Shame it went over. And that's full time. That's full time. We've gone, 4 games without a goal and potentially 9 halves of football. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I hope John Coleman sees that and learns a lot from it and makes some really harsh decisions, because we are woeful, really woeful. Over to Adam Wesgate.
Well, to some degree, there's not much to say after that, because it's another tough one to take. It's another loss. I'm going to try and name the positives, that being that outside of the balls ups on our part, we gave them 3. We didn't actually give them any chances per se. So on a fundamental level, had we have not done that, it probably would have been a draw. We didn't look like we were going to score in a month of Sundays, which is it's just been a systemic thing for 4 seasons now, different managers. Evans, Harris, Clements, Bonner, now Coleman. Very different characters. There's something very badly wrong with that. I thought Nolan looked better where he was, playing a bit deeper, trying to ping the balls in. Nevitt again just doesn't get much help, does he? More than before, but does a lot of the dirty work. It's tough. I do think there's green shoots of hope there, in the sense of that they wouldn't have won, I don't think, had we not ballsed up. And it's easier to stop those sort of mistakes than I say. If it's the fundamental, they just were better than us, full stop, done, they were always going to win, that's tougher. But it's still horrible to take. But I do think it will get better. Hope I don't choke on my words later. Wesgate Gills.